Hello.
Hello and welcome to episode 128.
Of the Hearns. Us Hearns, isn't it? Us Hearns
Hearns
Live.
Live,
That's it.
Hearns TV. Welcome. We are back in the studio.
It's been a busy week, hasn't
Well, we were in the studio this time last week, but a lot's happened since then, hasn't it?
We've had events.
We've had events,
We've had lots of stock coming in.
new goodies as well.
Mm.
No?
Mm.
I just wish we had that little yellow box. That would be cool to show, no?
The little box.
The little yellow one.
Oh.
That's going to be exciting. We can put something up. Welcome, everybody. Who have we got watching today, Beej?
Let's have a look. Let me jump over to the comments. We've got the Wombat.
Wombat.
Yep, he's saying hello at the moment.
Hello, Wombat. How are you, buddy?
It's only Wombat at the moment.
Is it?
It is.
Well,
It is. What's going
there
on?
was like heaps of people before. You must
Yeah,
have
well,
scared them off
I
when
don't
you
know,
pushed the
there's
go
still-
button.
Still heaps of people watching. Oh, there we go. We've got Anthony. He's already guessing.
Get-
He's already guessing.
He's already
We'll get
guessing.
to- We'll get
Gee,
to that
thanks.
stage.
Isn't your plane still in the sky, mate?
We'll
We
get
got to
that.
meet Anthony last week, didn't we?
What did how good was
We
it?
got to meet lots of people that we've spoken to or messaged only via social media
That's right.
or on the phone.
Had a really big radio control event.
Show your t-shirt, mate. Show everybody where you work. Get on your little stool.
Oh,
Show me. Don't.
How's
There,
that?
look, there you go. The Vintage Bash.
so what was the vintage bash?
The Vintage Bash. Off your soapbox,
Oh,
mate.
sorry.
Get in there. Don't break your bento box.
No.
It was all about old cars. So the year 2000 or before,
That's right.
or re-releases of applicable models.
And there were heaps of old stuff there too, wasn't it?
Heaps of old stuff. I thought it was going to be predominantly like old race cars, or you know what I mean. But there was really only, I want to say, a handful.
Which was a
You know,
good
let's
feel
be
about
honest.
it,
Like it was like the A final. Yeah,
Mm.
It was all like the newest, greatest racing cars.
Yeah.
And all the other final was just a hectic mess of
Let's see everyone
No.
driving their cars around. They went around.
lunch boxes,
Yep.
frogs, Nova Fox, everything. And that's
Optimas,
just
Hot Shots.
Optima, Hot Shots, Zerdas. There was all sorts of goodies
There
on the
was a
track.
dogfighter.
There was a YZ10. There
Yep.
was a Dogfighter.
Yep.
And the thing was is that no two heats were the same because most people in the vintage or who were interested in vintage, they bought an arm full of cars.
Right.
It's not like when you go club racing where you have like one two-wheel drive and one four-wheel drive. People were bringing 3, 4, 5 cars. So they'd throw a different car down every time they hit the track.
Hmm.
You know? So they could relive that car going around, you know?
And everyone else relived it by watching it go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some noises and some really awkward like crashing and braking sounds, wasn't there?
It was. Well, that's unavoidable, I think. It's part of the
But they actually did surprisingly well.
Well, most cars survived.
And ours even I had reservations about our car. You know, that we had the frog,
Yes.
we had 3 comicals.
Yep.
The comicals were absolute blast.
They were the best.
Wasn't
You were driving a very unorthodox method.
I was at times. I was
You
going
were.
around in reverse. There was like 17 or 18 on the track.
Yes.
No timing. There was no just about out there being having fun.
It's out there.
And it was cool. Yeah, there was no right or wrong way to drive them. I don't think a single one of them broke.
No, I don't
You
think
know?
so. No.
And not that it was a smash-up derby. We were circulating, but some of people were going the right way. Some people going the wrong way, across, on top of you. You know,
It was so
trying
much
to
fun.
wheel stand the straight.
Yep.
You know, so it
It
was
was
really, really cool. And the frog itself, that was really cool. We can get it out actually. Grab the frog. Grab a comical.
Here's a frog. Frog was awesome.
That's a frog.
That was awesome.
And this is a re-release frog that we built. You can catch all the episodes of that on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
These are all up and posted. We built this, 6, 8 months ago?
Yeah, a little while ago.
Ages ago.
Went through the whole process, yeah?
Yeah, you and I even painted this one in this very studio,
We did.
didn't we?
We did.
And all we did was put on a hex adapter kit, put some late model wheels, some hot race Bangkoks, and we just sent it. At one stage, we had a 23 turn Japanese spec super stock motor.
Yep.
So fixed timing,
That was a bit crazy.
23 turn bush motor. And I had never seen a frog go so fast. It was panicked, wasn't it?
It was scary, right? So what did you do? You felt panic, so you
Yeah.
took it out and we put the 540 back in it.
Yeah, for the last one, because I
And
was
it's
just,
still going fast.
it was still really fast with the standard 27 turn.
Still did the doubles.
It did. It
Yeah.
was doing it. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, you told me to send it. And I
Yeah, well, I was nursing it the time that I drove it because obviously I didn't want to break it because both yourself, Nick, and me all had a turn of it.
Yep.
I was the first one up, so I didn't want to break it on you guys, and it was crazy fast. Nick went out there and tried to break it.
And you still couldn't.
Definitely adjusted the aerials.
Yes.
And then we, the reason that we took the fast motor out wasn't so you didn't get the fun of it, was so we could actually stick it in the comical.
So it's still in here.
Still in here.
That's right, yeah. And what was it like?
It was stupid. It was.
You couldn't drive it.
You couldn't. It would flip over backwards, wouldn't it? It
That's
would just
crazy.
flip over on its
We're
roof.
just going like this. Couldn't steer it.
You could. You really had no control over it whatsoever.
None at all.
It wasn't a better car to put
No.
more power in.
No.
And neither was this one really. It was, like I said, it was really fast down the straight, and everywhere else around the track, it was sort of just on edge, to say the least.
So
You
was the
know?
driver trying to get it around.
The poor little thing was just down the straight, wasn't it? Because it's got no dampening or anything.
No.
But
it's
there was
crazy.
some really cool cars there.
It was. It
There was some really cool racing, you know.
Yep.
In the A of two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, you know, there were some seasoned pros there that were battling around in old cars.
Yep.
The two-wheel drive final with Nathan Healy and Andrew Salvaggi
Yep. That was awesome.
was really close, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was
Neck to
really
neck.
good. It was neck to neck. Andrew Salvaggi walked away with that one.
Yep.
Four-wheel drive, we had Nathan Healy won that one, didn't he?
That was in a.
Optima.
That was Optima was going fast, wasn't it?
That was an Optima mid,
Mm.
I want to say.
Mm.
Simon was racing the Turbo Optima.
Yep.
And in two-wheel drive, Nathan was running the RC10 with the Andy's conversion or something. I'm not too familiar. Simon was
Andy
running-
Cook?
No.
No, the other Andy.
Yeah.
So in the day, there was Andys who made a lot of different stuff in
Yeah,
America.
yeah. And it was a
Andy's
mid-mount.
bodies and all that
It
sort
was
of
a
stuff.
mid-mount. Really
It
weird.
was crazy.
But it was worked on that track, obviously.
Mm.
But yeah, some really cool cars. We had Bormac there, who had
Yep.
like a display of what, 30
Like 30
cars,
odd cars, yeah.
And a
Awesome
display-
display.
and a
Awesome
display shelf,
Yep.
all originals.
Yep.
Like I said, most people bought a lot more than one car, didn't
That's
they?
right. Yeah, they did.
So we would have we had the smaller stand,
Hmm.
and also Surian's blockhead. How
That-
cool was that
That went around as well in the demo class.
in the demo? So we took it out. That didn't see like timed racing, but we took it out in the demo,
Yep.
and actually took it out to practice as well, because there was a lot of time where the track was open.
Yep.
And let's be honest, it didn't drive fantastic.
No, but it looked good.
Did look very good doing it, didn't it? It did look very good
It did.
doing it. So
Yep.
that's a re-release, wild one
Yep, blockhead version.
that he's done a lot of blockhead custom stuff on it.
Mm.
And
So
thank you
blockhead.
thank you very much for that, Surian. We've taken care of it, and I'm sure you might find the odd scratch here or there, but it was
Yep.
pretty much didn't have a hard hit.
There's a bit of a story to this one further now, because
Yeah.
all three of us drove this one on the weekend.
Yeah,
So we've all left a little bit of a mark.
Yeah.
And enjoyed taking it around the track.
it was quite a handful, wasn't it?
It was.
It was quite a
It
handful.
was.
And this has got an original stock spec motor in it, so a 27 turn
Yeah,
24
awesome.
degree.
Really Mark 1.
Reedy Mark 1 and
Yeah.
an old Yokomo can.
Yeah, it's cool because it's got
Okay.
the pink label on it, which matches the rest of the body.
Yeah. So, and that was really cool. So a huge shout out to Surian for letting us circulate with his car,
Yeah, it was awesome.
you know.
Really nice.
Looking forward to doing the vintage bash again. So many old faces, some new faces, and it's really rekindled a lot
It has.
the spirit of RC.
Yep.
And the track that the club absolutely busted their chops to get the facilities ready, because it was
Absolutely.
it had a major
Renovation,
facility
right?
upgrade
Yes.
to the timing hut, the storage shed, and the canteen facility.
And they got it done in time, and everything was,
Just in time.
yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yep. And the three guys that organised the event,
Yes.
you know, we can't thank Tony Gray, Aaron Defina, and Lou
Yep.
Solar for they're the ones that worked with us and the club and
Yep.
put it all together. You know, we had a little bit of rain affected on Friday and Saturday, but it
But
really
Sunday was
really
awesome.
didn't deter from the event.
No, even on the Friday, apparently everyone just enjoyed themselves.
Yep.
You know, you're just
They
talking
just
about
stood around talking
about
crap,
all the cars. Yep.
talking about
Good.
memories, and then on Saturday they just said, "Oh, look, it's rained. You know, we'll pull the pin for today."
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, there's 30 people up on the driver's stand.
Yep.
You know, as soon as it stopped, people didn't care.
No,
And then
not at
Sunday
all.
morning, we all got there early.
Yep.
And again, the track was just open. There was like 30 people on track until they had to tell people, "Look, stop. It's time to start racing now."
That's right. And the good news is, it's so popular, there's going to be another one for next year.
There will definitely be another one. Yeah. Scotty Giles has stepped up to the plate there.
Yep.
TFG is going to pull back a bit.
Mhm.
And Lewis and Aaron will be, So
Yeah,
watch this space. There's no date, time, even if it is next year.
That's
Could
right.
be the year after. Who knows? But there will be another vintage bash.
for sure. Now there were cars that were won in raffles as well.
Yes.
So there was a Optima bid, which
That was the club raffle.
yes,
Yep. And they raised a ton of money for themselves.
which is good.
Craig Hawkins, I want to say, won that one.
Mhm.
We
Sounds about right.
We sent that out in the post Monday for him.
Yep.
So he's
Must
an
be a wrap.
in-stater who bought the ticket online.
Yep.
And then our VQS door prize went to blank look.
I don't know.
You had one thing to do, but
Was it my job? Was it? I can
No.
find out. I can find out.
No. Anyway, and there was a winner of the Andy Cook GP3D,
Yes, that's right.
which was really cool.
Yes,
And it was like your birthday because you got one of them too.
I did. It came back. One of them building, and then I gave it to Andy
To
to
build
spruce up
properly.
a bit. That's right. And now it's back. So,
So all we're going to do is fit in the electrics,
fitting
and-
electrics and do the body work. So the body
which
work.
is your, let's be honest,
Yeah,
that's your thing. That
Yeah.
is your thing, and you will smash that out of the park.
I hope so.
Are you going to do like a patinaed weathered finish, or is it going to be like showroom crisp?
Well, I've got a few bodies I can work with. So I want to try to work out how to get the showroom look first, the Juco.
Yep.
So get the mirror finish there. If that happens, I was going to do a retro Hearns body as well.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, there's another body I can play around with that
I was
too.
really
We can do a
hoping that
weathered
you
one,
might do
like an
a
after race
weathered,
finish
yeah,
one.
like like you're doing with your Alpha with the oil stains, and
Yep.
because they wouldn't have been perfectly straight back then.
No,
'Cause they were all
not at all.
hand beaten, panelled. They were alloy riveted together.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sure you'll do something special.
I'll try. So over here, we've got Dave says hello.
Hey Dave.
Steve, he's asking, did anyone get any video of the racing? So that sort of goes into the next bit. Isn't it?
Yeah.
How about we
can-
watch some video? Because
How about we watch a short video, guys?
let's put in this.
And you can keep an eye on our socials and stuff. But here's a little clip that we put together that has. When did this get launched? Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah, it wasn't soon. Yeah, it was soon after the
wasn't
event.
wasn't long
Wasn't
after.
long, yeah. All right, let's get this playing and let's have a look see.
You're looking at page. Is that what people are saying?
That's it.
Are you commentating?
Am I commentating? I don't know. What have we got there? That was me in the background.
Is it?
Yeah. So here's the
It's
transaction. That's the white one before. That looks like an Optima. There's the Hornet.
There's Marlon's Hornet. Hornet.
Hornet. That's me almost giving it. That was the frog,
There goes the frog.
right?
That was our Apex Maestro DJ with it waving
Oh,
the
yeah.
camera around. Wasn't it?
Amazing.
Frog.
Awesome.
That was a really good spirited event, you know. And it wasn't
So
about really wasn't about the fastest lap time, and it was,
I think it's
you know. I mean, us RC guys are pretty competitive. Put us on the track, we always want to beat each other, but eventually, and you know what? I've never seen such crowds, even at a national title when everybody stops to watch like Modified A.
Yep.
There wasn't as many people as was watching there, you know.
No, I mean, at the driving meeting, there's that many people. It's not quite bigger than national, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the fifth. And Andy, some of the old stuff that was on display. It was very much a festival too, isn't it? Showing off some old stuff. Yeah, you got this is Bormax display. So there's all these cars. There's actually racing in the TRX.
This isn't all. These are all the
Practice
cars.
job is
These are all the cars he bought for display. So he's got a lot more than this.
That's a top fighter. Got some AYKs there.
Yeah.
Go to Rocky on the top there.
Murders.
Optima. There's is that a Marui Samurai? I did the incident. That was a Nishimo. Please. Marui Ninja. Oh, that's Coyote. That was pretty special. Yep. Baroga again.
There we go.
Have to go again. So anyone that missed out on this event, you got to come to the next one.
You got it.
There's like 3 days worth. So the first day is like a practice day, and then you've got Saturday and the Sunday.
The second day was like a practice day until lunch. And then, yeah,
That's gone by. Oh, this one, Fox.
you would look good in that. You would look good getting lapped in the old clock.
haven't watched it. Oh, it's Shoemakers? Or the Shoemakers?
Yeah. Shoemaker's got quite a following, hasn't it, been?
Well, I mean, that was quite an innovative design back in the day.
And
the end was great.
And the track was really good. The oil surface, although it wasn't traditionally what these old cars would have raced on, it was really good because the cars effectively aren't dirty. Are they?
No, not at all.
So, these cars that we've got in the studio here, they're straight from the track. So you didn't really have to worry. It was more abrasive on the body when you put it upside down, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good, doesn't it? Bringing back memories already. It's not only like a few days ago.
And Andrew cooked 89 World.
Yes, you can see it just there before.
89 World Masami replica.
Painting the green.
That you painted.
Yeah, I did paint that.
He had developed. And he brought it to the market.
Yeah, we really get those if you want to build one. We've got links, we've got a couple of videos up, so if you want to see this video again, you have to go to the YouTube channel. I actually can't see it at the moment.
Why?
You
took it off.
I posted it.
I posted it.
You did. So I might put the link up there. So I'll publish it soon. What's it? Oh, the live. That's the live. We did the live from the as well. Alright, so there we go. Got action going on there. There's midfield.
Midfield?
Yeah, middle of the track.
Ah. Yeah, no, it was really, really good. So, and if you were there, there's a good chance that you'll put your car in there too.
Yeah, hopefully. That's right. I didn't take absolutely everything to the racing at the same time. So I haven't got any pictures of comicals or anything.
And a lot of it was because the track was open for practice.
Yes. Oh, that's it.
If you've ever dealt
with that.
Oh.
What's happened here? What have you done?
Ah, that was a bit funny, wasn't it?
Oh
no. All right,
I feel like I've lost my lunch.
All
right, I worry about what comes up on your algorithms, mate.
Oh, what have we got here? We've got so many comments now.
Yep. What are they?
Yes. So Anthony says we straightened up the aerials. We did indeed. So look much better now on the frog.
On the frog, yeah, they were a bit munted, weren't they?
So Anthony's guest again. We'll get back to the car in a sec. So Anthony had a good day. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then Simon Healy come on and said, "You hacked everything, Brett."
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's how I roll, Simon. You know that, mate.
Yep.
No,
but
it was really good.
Honestly, he said I was on point.
Yeah, he would say that about you.
Yeah, that's right.
He likes you.
Yeah. Anthony said the food was really good, which we have to agree.
Trackside treats, the girls in the canteen and everybody involved with that was phenomenal. We even tried a Healy hot dog, didn't we?
We did.
I
don't know about that.
Didn't know that.
It was a bit
3 steamed dim sims of soy sauce and a hot dog roll.
Yep.
Try it.
Yeah.
And
look, you got to try.
And message Simon Healy, and I'm sure that he'll love to hear what you think of it.
Craziness. That was crazy.
All right.
Yeah, so that was all good.
That was Vintage Bash.
How about we look at car of the week?
Let's go back to car of the week.
So what do we need to know? So we need to know the make, the model. Well, I guess the sponsorship is pretty obvious, yeah?
The year?
The year. All right, so Anthony, he was right in there really early.
What did he say? What did Anthony say?
Said Ford Capri.
Ford Capri. Ford Capri could well be right.
That could be right?
Yeah.
Okay, now there's more here. So Anthony's added to that. Ford Capri Zac Speed Turbo.
Oh, jeez.
1980 orange. I think the color's pretty right, but it's a specific kind of orange.
Call it l'orange. Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the duck?
The duck, I know, right?
There's no duck.
No duck.
No. All right, so what do we want? We want to know the actual
I don't
orange,
know. Yeah, it's pretty close. I mean, it's 95% there.
Yeah.
Here we were thinking that this one would be a bit of a challenge.
No challenge at all.
They could tell us what it is.
This is getting closer, right? So John said Jägermeister Ford Capri.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the sponsorship now.
Jägermeister. It is Jägermeister. It is a Zac Speed. It is a turbo. It is a Ford Capri.
Yeah.
What have we actually got here? What is it?
What is it? It's a slot car.
Well, you know that. Now they know that. But
right. Oh, was I not meant to say that?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to eke it out a bit longer.
Okay.
Tell us something about this car that we didn't know.
don't know much about it actually.
Well, there you go.
We did a race.
You've got a lot to learn.
Have I? All right, you can teach me.
All right.
All right, what are we going to look at now? Okay, so we talked about Vintage Bash, which was absolutely fantastic.
I choose to talk about some trains. Did you like that? Marlon would have loved that.
He would have. Wasn't there a character in The Simpsons that said that?
I don't know.
No?
Probably Simon.
I choose you? No? All right.
You probably
Stop
do.
now. All right, so let's talk about some trains. What have we got?
Talk about some trains.
We had some trains turn up during the week.
Where are they?
They're near you. You're looking the wrong way.
Warmer, colder.
You're pretty warm, mate. Yeah, hot.
Here we go.
Super hot, steaming. On fire.
Steaming. Cleveland steaming.
We've got some Kato. So Kato's arrived. Kato is a Japanese company, and they specialize in N-gauge. And this is a set of the Shinkansen, or the bullet train. So this is the N700, which goes from Tokyo to Osaka, which is the most run and the most common one. That
Have you been on that train?
Multiple times.
Yeah? What did you think?
Cool. I think it's really good. I was actually in one when an earthquake struck.
And then what happened?
So I was sitting in there, I was really comfortable, and you're traveling at like 200 odd kilometers an hour. Everything's super smooth. You look out the window and everything's just flying past like this. I had my beer sitting there on the ledge. I was thinking just how smooth and how, awesome these trains are.
Yeah.
And then suddenly my beer goes flying forward because the brakes got put on.
Really?
Yeah, emergency brakes because of an earthquake. So everything went flying. But everything was cool. Everyone was relaxed. Staff came by and said, "No, it's all good."
Did they give you another beer?
No.
Did they abuse you for spilling it?
They've got automatic doors between carriages, and I tried to go out one, and I couldn't because they turned off the power. So I think, pushed it aside, had a look around, didn't know what was going on, and I went back inside and just sat down and waited to move again. But it only stopped for 15 minutes.
It sounds like an Indiana Jones movie. It doesn't sound like a train ride. Hey?
So after 15 minutes, they do a track test. I was off again.
Off?
Yep, nice and smooth. We got my beer because I lost it. It's gone. But they are unbelievable. So cool.
I don't know how this train set can live up to that now.
No? Well, maybe we need to make a little small beer.
That goes flying. Every time you drive it.
Normally they don't go flying. Normally your beer stays put and you get to finish it. But that's cool.
What am I holding?
You're holding...
We might have to go to Overhead Town for this one.
So these are little cars from Kato. And what sort of cars are these? Here's another one.
These could have been car of the week.
So very Japanese. So you can't have a Japanese layout without Japanese cars, right?
Why?
These are Toyota Crowns.
Are they?
Yeah. You get 6 of them in the packet.
They're all different colours.
Yeah. They look a bit odd, wouldn't they? All the same colour.
Why have they got silver tyres? That's odd. I get the wheels, but wouldn't the tyres be black?
Well, I guess you can paint them.
Not sure.
I haven't noticed that one before.
Crazy Japanese, huh?
That's it. So
Quirky.
If you're doing a Japanese layout, then you really need these.
And it does say Toyota Autos Crown.
Crown.
6 pieces of pure driving ecstasy.
Ecstasy. I wouldn't put the ecstasy bit into it.
Really?
But yeah, that's to make your thing more authentic. What else you got there? There's another little thing, isn't there?
Powered chassis for pocket line tram.
Okay, so they've got a tram
Now, we've
series.
had these before, yeah?
We haven't had the trams before.
Is this what plugger goes on?
Plugger actually goes on a train chassis.
Oh.
So these are tram type chassis. And the whole idea is you can put whatever body you want on it. So you can make up a body, it's ready to print it.
Or a piece of sushi.
Or a piece of shoot. Well, we've got the sushi.
You've got tongue-tied. Tongue-tied with BJ and his
sushi. That's right.
Sushi.
Sushi. What kind of sushi do you like?
By the shisho.
But yeah, they're good. So Kato make really good mechanicals.
They do. And what I love most about these is that they get a lot of mileage. If you actually like to use your train set and play with it somewhat.
There's a lot of revolutions going around there.
And they actually was the nicest running unit on the little one that we built with Marlon.
Yes.
You know the little layout, the tiny little one? How smooth were they?
Yes, that's right.
Really cool.
There you go.
Crowns.
So there's 2 small things. I might go back to the front.
You might have to go back to front town.
Because even though Kato are better known for their N scale, we do have an HO scale.
Ho, ho! And it is coming to Christmas time.
It is. Ho, 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 right?
I had a big horse race
in
Melbourne this week.
Yep. So really good quality Kato track. So the Kato track is that click together stuff. And then it comes with the quality Kato controller, which is over there. And a rear railer as well to help you put your trains on.
What?
A rear railer. Where is it? There.
Ah.
So it's like a ramp that helps you slide the train on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's half the battle, though.
Oh, do you enjoy doing that, do you?
I do like putting
Well, you
the
can
train
throw
on.
it away and just do it by hand.
That's
But
a
if you want to
strong,
make a train set, a custom train set, and you want to pick your own locomotive and carriages, this would be the perfect setup.
So it doesn't come with a loco?
It doesn't come with any train. It's just a track set. And then you pick whatever you like and make your own train set.
And being
quality
Kato,
stuff.
it'll be fully expandable.
That's right.
And really easy because these ones come with the pre-ballasted track. Can I call it that?
Yes, like the sold stuff.
And it all clips together.
Mhm.
And when we did the N scale one, it even had the electric points, and they just plug into your controller.
That's right.
And these ones would be the same on the
Same thing. So it's the same controller that comes with the end sets.
Yeah.
Yep. Same system.
So no soldering, just plug and play.
Plug and play.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love to
good
plug
stuff.
and I love to play.
You do, don't you? That's Kato for you. So we haven't had any train stuff for a little bit on the show. But it's nice having the Kato in again.
I can't wait till we do there's got to be some coming in for Christmas, no?
Oh, there will
We'll
be for sure.
get some locos out.
Yeah.
We'll get a little layout happening again.
Yeah, we'll get some
It's
stuff
sitting
driving
in
around. Yeah,
I think we've got to get some stuff going on there for Christmas.
for sure. For sure. So
Car of
what
the
about you?
week. Car of the week, babe.
Car of the week. What else we got?
Dry. Yeah.
What we're going to do? Have a close look at it. There's someone saying, so Anthony says bright orange.
Close.
What do we got here? GR5 1982. Is it? Is it Group 5? I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Could well be.
I'll believe you.
Educate us.
How about
Jeff
this one?
will know. I see Jeff's
How about
watching.
Clifton?
Welcome.
Clifton.
Welcome, Jeff.
In stock car racing, that Zach Speed is raced in Group C.
Oh.
Is it? Didn't know there were different groups in stock car racing.
Well, I'd be in the E group.
So it'd be like an endurance type car.
I'd be in the E final.
And then Dave's come back again and said 1967?
1967.
I don't know. Have we got a year somewhere?
Somebody said 1980 before.
1980. 1980 sounds
Sounds
a
too
bit
late.
late, doesn't it? Is it here? I got my cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
Oh, look at that. It's got no year on it. No, sorry, I can't answer that one.
What have I got here?
You've got a big box. This is a yacht. Sailing yacht.
Sailing. It's a
Joy's Way.
radio controlled RC sailing yacht.
That's right. So these have just arrived.
Now, what can you tell me about this?
They're ready to run.
Yep.
There's two types. So you can get a ready to run with all the radio control
Yes.
in it already, or if you've already got a 2-channel radio, you can get the ones which are plug and play.
Yeah.
Which is still factory assembled with all the servos in it, but you just got to put a receiver in it and your own transmitter.
Which is good because a lot of people do have the same transmitter across multiple models.
That's right.
Now, they only require 2-channel radio.
Yep.
So you don't need any complex radio if you do buy
Nothing
one.
special at all.
Otherwise, the unit that comes with it is quite good as well.
Yep.
And they're really cool. And how big are they? I want to see the measurements. I've forgotten them.
So this was
But
a
this is
65. So
Bloody
this is
massive.
so 65 to 650 mil length, and some of these are used for club racing. So everyone just gets the same boat, and
Yep.
then off you go. You go yacht racing in the bay. Oh, I don't know if you go. In the
I
bay,
don't
would
know
you?
they do it in the bay, mate. They probably
doing it
do
in
it
the
in
lake.
Albert Park Lake. They
That
do
they
it in
do.
Surrey Park Lake.
Yep.
Used to be in Caribbean Gardens Lake.
Yeah, it's
Probably-
pretty big, isn't it? The
that's prob-
Caribbean Gardens.
That's closed now.
Is it?
probably- it's
What,
probably-
completely?
We're
Oh, wow.
redeveloping the site.
All right.
But yeah, so these are the yachts. We're going to see heaps more of them.
We will. So
I want to do an unboxing and stuff, but it's actually quite tricky, isn't it, with the cameras?
It is because it's so big.
We really need the videographer in here doing a bit of gimbal work.
So we've actually got 4 different kinds. So there's
65?
there's one
90
smaller than this
95?
as well. So there's one smaller than this,
Yep.
which I think is probably a 50.
Yep.
There's a 95, which is the next size up to this.
Massive.
And then there's 1 meter,
Holy heck.
which is bigger. So it doesn't sound much bigger in the whole length, but you got much more sail.
Yeah, and the keel as well.
Yes. And they all come with stands because the keel sits down the bottom. So you got a stand to actually sit it on. So these actually look really good in your home as well. You park it in the corner, becomes an ornament.
Ornament.
almond.
You need a deep bathtub to play with it, though, don't you?
It needs to be pretty deep, yeah.
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 Because the keel's like
Well, they're pretty long.
it's the same length as the sail, no? The
No, I
sail's
wouldn't be
massive.
saying. No, they're really heavy lead weight in them. That's what
Really?
that's what you can feel. A lot of the weight there is the keel.
Keel.
Yep.
I love a good
How
keel.
good is it?
Really, really cool.
So perfect for summer too. Just in time for summer. You see the boat there.
Well, you wouldn't want it to get wet. No,
You wouldn't want what?
So this is 650 length.
Yep.
And the beam's 116.
Yep.
Overall height 1300.
Oh, 1.3 meters high.
1.3
So that'd be
meters.
from the bottom of the keel all the way to the top of
That's right.
the mast.
That is really cool. And that's
Pretty decent, isn't it?
That's from Joy's Way.
From Joy's Way.
So really looking forward to that.
Yep.
They're going to fly out the door between now and Christmas, aren't they?
They are.
Because last year we just get asked all year for them, didn't we?
We did.
So we've got
Yeah.
a huge stock of them.
No, that's good.
We are looking good.
So Dave has corrected himself, and when he said 1967, he meant the crowns.
Oh, the crowns. Yes, the crowns would be 1967.
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
Well, they've made them up until very recently, no?
Well,
They
crown-
even did
yeah.
V12 ones at some point.
Was
in
is
the
the
local
Japanese
market.
are the Japanese taxis and the Hong Kong taxis crowns or something like that, aren't they?
I
Or are they
believe
something
so.
else?
I'm not sure what they are now, but yeah, I believe up until the mid noughties, yeah,
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah.
What else have
Cool.
we got, Paige?
We've got heaps of stuff.
This one?
You want to look at this?
Yeah.
You want to look at this? All right. Shall I do a little bit of research and find out what year it is?
If you want.
What is it again? Ford Caprice X-Speed.
Yeah.
All right,
you go to-
turbo.
Gonna go to Overhead Town a bit.
Overhead town.
So you can tell here, obviously, it's got the Jägermeister sponsorship. Really, really nice. Now, what brand car is this? This is a Carrera,
That's Carrera.
1/32 scale.
Yep.
And this is part of the latest shipment that's just dropped in store.
Yes.
So we've had another restock of slot cars and accessory vehicles,
Yes.
and this is just one of the variants.
1982.
1982.
Klaus Ludwig. 4th place.
He doesn't sound very Australian.
Klaus Ludwig, didn't he drive the Mercs after that as well?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
the Merc behind us. The CLK.
Oh, that one.
Oh, what's on
What happened?
the screen, Paige? What have you done?
What happened?
Not sure. I'm not sure what people are seeing, but hopefully,
Oh, no, they're not watching that.
hopefully
No, all right.
it's not.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry to shock you there. Lucky, eh? It's gotten you all speechless.
I'm not easily rattled, but that's quite a disturbing image. You know,
Oh, no, if only you could see. No, you did not see. It's terrible.
I've lost my
Okay.
train of thought.
All right, what we're doing? We're looking at this.
No, babe.
Oh.
No, go
What are we
back.
doing?
Keep going, keep
What are we
going.
doing?
Sorry, you
We're looking at
distracted
this.
me. You distracted me, and I lost my train of thought.
Did you? Okay, let's have a close look.
1982.
So these are by Carrera, which is a German company that makes slot cars.
Yeah.
Really nice detail. Look at the finish on it. So they have a different pickup on the bottom compared to Scale Electrics. So they're a little bit longer and they're broader. But you can also use these on Scale Electrics because they include in every box a different pickup, a Scale Electric size pickup.
Really?
Yeah, it's a blue color one. And you just swap it over and these will work perfectly on a Scale Electric track. Before they did that a number of years ago, you used to have to cut this down and file it thinner.
Oh.
But now they put one in there. A
I
fully
didn't know
compatible one.
that. So
Yep.
these car is compatible on both tracks.
Yes.
The Scale Electrics cars, however, are only compatible on their track. Is that what we're saying?
You can use it on a Carrera as well, but it'll be floppy a bit because it's got a thinner pickup.
Floppy?
Floppy
Why would it be floppy?
because it's got a thinner pickup. So it'll drift a bit.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find the thing in here.
You were right into it. Well,
It's hard to see.
you've built it up now, and now we have to find it.
Oh, it's all hidden away in this thing.
You know what I like about these cars is that the shoe's actually spring-loaded to center. And that's obviously a different design philosophy.
Is it? Is that a different size? It looks the same.
Maybe it's just a spare one.
No, actually, it's a bit shorter, isn't it? It's a bit narrower.
It's not blue.
Oh, it is. Is it?
It's definitely not blue.
No, because the last ones I saw were blue. Maybe because this is a digital one.
Digitale.
Is it digital? Yeah, it is digital. Maybe the digital ones don't come with it because digital ones will not work on Scale Electrics.
Not the digital ones.
No, but the standard ones will.
But the good thing about these digital cars is that they can work on the standard tracks as well.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how about this one?
What have you got there?
I've got another box here.
What are you poking around in now?
Hopefully this one's got it in it.
A Carrera one?
Yeah. Because this one is not digital.
But I really love the detail, the fixtures and the finish on this car. The tyres are nice and meaty. It's really, really
Oh, here
cool.
it is.
It's got the what do you mean? You found it,
Yeah, it's red in this one.
but it's not blue.
It's not blue. The last one I saw was blue. So maybe they just do a different color to make sure you can see the difference.
Maybe they just ran out of blue.
Yeah, so there's a spare one of the original one as well. There's a black one. So there you go. So they're pretty versatile.
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
I like the big flares on this.
Big flares?
Yeah.
Not like the pants.
Yeah, like
Like
on
the
your
body
jeans.
kit. There you go.
And then those little, I don't know, like Batman style fins on the bonnet. A big exhaust on the side.
Big exhaust.
Big exhaust. The ground effects. It's cool. I like it.
You'd look good in that.
Would I?
Going up Collins Street. No?
In my Capri.
Turbo.
Yep.
Probably overheating. There you go. All right. What are we
Excellent.
talking about next? Go to the front down.
What are we? Oh,
Another big box.
you and your big boxes.
Today is the thing of big things.
Yep.
Isn't it?
So this is a huge slooping kit.
Schnurrbone.
So what is slooping? Slooping are building blocks, yeah? So they're very much like Lego. They use the same, I guess, design as Lego. So Lego bricks will interchange with this. But Lego doesn't have cool stuff like military.
No. And
No.
these are designed to also be like scale representations of particular models.
Yes.
So what are we looking at here?
We're looking at
Bismarck
Turpitz
and
and
the
a
Bismarck.
Bismarck.
So there's actually two in one.
Yes.
You can build it two ways,
Yes,
or you can build it one way, look at it for a bit, and take it apart and build it the other way.
that's right. So, I mean, they're very similar. The Turpitz and the Bismarck, they were sister ships in World War II. And these are 1 to 350 scale. So this is the same scale as the Tamir kits. So it's still going to be the same massive length. How many bits? It showed how many bits was in it, didn't it? Didn't it write it there somewhere?
Probably says on the front. How many bits?
How many
Lots of
bits?
bits.
How many bits you got? There you go.
1849. You'd think that they'd put one more in there, wouldn't you?
We'll have to make it 1850.
1850.
Spare bit.
No. 1849 bits. And what's special about this one?
That's probably got more bits than a plastic kit, I reckon. Because a plastic kit will be one piece hull.
Dan the man
Yep.
is going to build this one
He is.
in the studio
He is.
with yourself or
Oh, I could do some cameos.
Apollo Mio
Well, I thought it was going to be
solo.
solo. But cameos can happen.
Well, he must have the patience of an angel because that's
What?
not my jam at all.
No?
But apparently they're really easy to work on. The boys here have been grabbing them. Finn's grabbed one.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
Finn's
they've been
got like
loving them.
3 now.
Yep.
Young Will's got into it.
Yep.
So they're actually
Good fun.
really nice models, aren't they?
They
The
are.
tanks are really popular. Really
Tanks
good
are probably the most popular. And then there's aircraft carriers too, which look really cool.
Now this is not radio controlled.
No.
Just
That's
a
for
static
display.
This
Yep.
display won't float.
I doubt it. It'll probably end up like the real one. Probably end up in the bottom of the bathtub.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, just so you know.
All right. Thank you.
Just so you know. I don't want
Public
you to,
service
I
announcement.
don't want you to take it, build
Yeah,
it, put it in
probably
the
good
bathtub.
chance it's not going to float.
Probably be all right in the shower, but it will get wet.
Is it going to float in the shower?
I don't know. That I can't answer.
No?
I can't
All right.
answer
What
that.
have we missed out on here? All right.
Where's everybody's comments?
Yeah. So Clifton, he says he's got one of those cars in the black and blue livery.
Black and
Then
blue.
He's also got the Zent livery.
Well, there you go.
There you go. And then over here we've got Jeff. He says tight like something that looks like a. Oh, it's a tiger.
Toy it like a tiger.
See, that's a little picture of a tiger, isn't it?
Yep,
Tight like a tiger.
that's
Wonder
right.
where he got that saying from.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
What else have we got?
Oh, you got some special electronics there.
I
Put
wanted
this
to
away.
talk servos. More importantly, I wanted to talk performance servos.
Well, these are
Now-
high performance servos, aren't
These are El Primo. These are MKS.
they? El Primo.
Now, these are something that we've been bringing into Australia for quite some time now.
Mhm.
I want to say 5 years, but I could be mistaken. And they are a really good seller.
Yep.
Now, the reason that they are such a good seller is because they're such a good product.
Yep.
Now, they're definitely not for the budget, and we specialize in the X6 model, which is their top of the line.
Yep.
But if you were building a serious heli, plane, or RC race car,
Yep.
or crawler or whatever for that matter,
Yep.
you are probably going to want to put MKS servos in it.
Best on the market.
Best on the market, super reliable,
Yep.
super accurate, fully rebuildable,
Yes.
so they are fully serviceable, and yeah, highly regarded. And I've brought out just a couple here to show you. If you want to go on overhead, I've brought a couple to show. So this is our most popular low profile.
Mhm.
So this is the MKS 575 SL.
Yep.
So that's a low profile one. And the figures on this one at 7.4 volts.
Yep.
Which is generally what we will run on our BECs,
Mhm.
or the battery pack if it's a nitro car.
Mhm.
You're talking about a torque rating of 16.8 kilos,
Wow.
which is massive.
Yep.
And a transit time or speed to get from center point to 60 degrees travel.
Yep.
Of 0.07.
7.
Yeah.
Wow.
700ths of a second.
Wow.
So I want to say that's a blink of an eye, but that could be wrong.
Well, my blinks could be really slow.
That's right. Mine could be fast.
Yes.
But highly regarded. Now, they aren't, like I said, they aren't a cheap thing, but I think they represent fantastic value.
Mhm.
And you will see that on, like I said, anybody who really cares about their RC stuff, and who, particularly whether it's 1/8 nitro guys,
Yep.
they absolutely must have this unit here, which is the 599. Now, you
Mhm.
can see here that's not the low profile one.
Yep.
So it's got
Full size.
another. Yep, and that means it's got another set of gears in it. You can see the size difference there.
Yep.
So it is a heavier unit. But this one here, for example, at 7.4 volts, that develops 38 kilos of torque.
38 kilos.
38 kilos of torque at a transit time of 0.09. So it's 200ths of a second slower than this unit here.
Yep.
While developing more than twice the amount of torque.
So 3 times the torque, isn't it?
You know, so
That's
you
crazy.
wouldn't, you have to be, in all seriousness, you
Mm.
do not want to get your finger stuck in, like when you're marshalling or whatever, in an 8-scale nitro car with a servo like that.
No.
That will like chomp at your finger.
You feel it, wouldn't you?
You will.
Yeah.
You will. That is really positive.
Yep.
And the 575 here, that is really popular in 10th scale touring or on-road applications.
Yes. I've seen it in off-road as well.
And off-road as well.
Yep.
My two-wheel drive buggy has one.
Yep.
And yeah, and I usually run it on 6 volts because it's just too fast, especially at my age. But you know what? It goes straight every time.
They're super reliable, aren't
And
they?
you don't really notice, you know, the benefits of a good servo until you have one.
Yep.
And it is honestly, it's just like being connected to the car.
Yep.
You know, sure, you wouldn't put it in a Frog or a Comical or, you know, a Kyosho Phaser.
Mhm.
No disrespect to those cars, but they wouldn't really be built around the precision of it.
Yep.
But if you put that in your BD11,
Yep.
your Yokomo YZ2, YZ4
Mm.
buggy build,
Fully
you will
translate.
definitely notice
Mm.
that it's like you're sitting in the car.
Yep.
So I just wanted to expose those to a lot more people that might not have seen them or heard about them.
Yep.
These are our premium servos,
Yes.
MKX X6 series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So definitely check those out, guys. And they're available online. We've had a fresh shipment now to get through some big races to the end of the year.
Yep.
And yeah, check them out.
I like it.
What
What else we got? What else we got? What's we got? Oh, no.
What else have we got this week? Didn't you bring any models in?
What
Is there no plastic model kits? No. You can say no.
No. No. What did I do with them?
So last week was Vintage Bash.
How good was it?
Yeah. 2 weeks before that was Bendigo Classic.
That was good too.
It has just been, what have we got this weekend?
We've got something really big in the
We've got-
state.
The KWR Engineering,
Yep.
RCRA,
Yep.
2022,
Mhm.
EP128 on-road national titles.
That's right. So the Australian Nationals being held at Canberra in Canberra.
Yeah, so that's the local club up there in Canberra.
Really nice looking track.
Really, really nice looking track. Actually looks really big and open. I believe it was an old 8 scale, it was an old nitro track. Most of them were. Like 20 years ago, we all used to race nitro.
Yes.
So given that, it's a really nice layout. It's got heaps of space. And it is going to be predominantly touring cars. F1s are being run as a demo class, which is good to see. 10 scale F1s up and running again. And also 12 scale.
12 scale pan cars.
And that's going to be stock and modified.
What's modified these days?
Modified
What do they put
is
into
a single cell, but down to whatever
3.5 turn.
3.5 turn, full boost and turbo.
Wow.
But you still are struggling for runtime.
Okay.
8
how
minutes,
long?
8,000 milliamps.
Yeah.
8,200 or 8,700 1S, so 3.7 volt batteries.
Yep.
In the old days, they used to be 4 cell, which was 4.8. So
Yes.
they did have a little bit more voltage, but nowhere near the performance that they had. I mean, they used to be 1,200 milliamps.
Well, even earlier still, they used to be 6 cell.
A 6 cell, did they?
Yeah, they started off as 6 cell. But then again, the motors weren't as fast. And that's why they brought it down to 4 cell. Because when you went down to 4 cell, it was an 8-turn brush motor.
Yeah.
But now, with 1 cell LiPo, wow, 3.5-turn brushes.
Yeah. And then
Plenty
full
of power.
turbo and boost. And the stock spec is 13.5 blinky. And overseas, I believe they run a 6.5 turn blinky as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
6.5.
6.5 blinky.
Wow.
So look out for that. That's going to be a huge event. The Yokomo team or the Hearns racing team is up and about. So we've got some direct. We've got some Hearns factory drivers who are attending.
Yes.
We've got Simon Nicholson, who's representing Yokomo.
That's
representing Dash and Aeromax.
Yes.
And he's also representing Hearns somewhat. We've got Anthony Coretti, who's full factory Yokomo.
Yes.
He also deals with us a bit, young Ant. And then we've got Jeff Hammond, who's on the Serpent team, but he's running the factory Aeromax Dash system as well.
That's right.
And then we've got our Hearns race team, haven't we? So we've got John Puce, we've got Matthew Jenkins, Stephen Cornell, Brett Wilson,
Noah's there
Christian
as well.
Sylvan. Noah Jenkins is there in the juniors. Apparently he was really fastest on track this morning, which is really good, Matty said. So I'll be getting updates from the team. Brett Wilson, Alex Zalewski,
Paul,
Christian Silva, Paul Polek. Geez, he was in here with an 8 scale GT the other day.
Was it? Yeah.
Today he calls me and says, "Yeah, I'm running 12 scale as well."
He runs everything.
So it's going to be really good. So fingers crossed for the boys up there. The weather's nice. And they're going to town with the BD11s, of course.
So today is practice, is it? Or there's going to be some qualifying today?
Today was practice, and they are going to do, I believe, two rounds of
qualifying. Okay.
And then I think there's going to be another 1 or 2 rounds tomorrow.
And then
or 3 rounds tomorrow, and then finals on Sunday.
So it should be cool.
So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, because Clifton here says he's in Queanbeyan.
In Queanbeyan. So that's just around the corner, isn't it?
That's right. Just a little drive. You'll be there. Watch it.
It'll
be really good.
Clifton can come pick me up from the airport.
So fastest guys in Australia there?
Fastest guys in Australia. Biggest event. Hasn't happened for 3 years.
Since, it's been 3 years, has it?
Yeah, since we've been 2019. I believe was the last time that we had a national title up on offer.
Yes.
So it's going to be really good. And obviously we're super excited to have the BD11. It's its first national event in Australia.
Yes.
We've been to a couple of state titles, and we've come close. So from all reports, it's looking really good. The team is really strong. We've got in modified, I think we've got like the top 5 placings. I want to say are all Yokomo BD11s. So the car is working really well, and more importantly, like the Hearns racing team works really well together.
They do. They share all that info.
They share info. They're really well organized. They help each other. So there's a vicious rumor that I might be scooting out, flying up there and saying hello. But
really,
I didn't know that. Watch this space. I don't know when or what, or it could be a surprise. It could not be.
You almost couldn't go. I was feeling a bit down. You hear a bit of the cough, eh?
That's right. A bit down and out. BJ was a bit under the weather this week, but he is back.
I'm better now.
He's all better. and let's see what we can do. So the Nationals, really cool. The fastest 1/10 on-road guys and 1/12 as well.
I saw the 12 cell going around before.
Place.
Brings back memories. That
Andy Cooks, and all the fast guys, all the serious guys are there. It's going to be really cool. No?
Yeah.
Lots of racing on.
It's going to be good.
BD11. Go, Yokomo!
Yokomo Power,
A
right?
completely different feel to the Vintage Bash.
Totally different.
You couldn't have more different events a weekend apart. You know what I mean? As far as stakes, competitiveness,
Yes.
cutting edge technology, and we'll get a good feel. And the people both love it for different reasons.
Absolutely. And there's people that have gone to both.
That's right. Well, Matt Jenkins got third in four-wheel drive, or second in four-wheel drive with his Top Force Evo.
Yep.
He did the Block Force Top Force Evo.
Yes.
He's up there running modified in BD11, and he's got a Automatics A12 top scale modified.
Cool.
So different ends of the spectrum.
Awesome.
What else have we got?
Well, I didn't bring any plastic. I can go and get some plastic.
You can do a shop run. What are the people saying? What do the people want to see?
I don't know. Let us know what you want to see because I didn't bring any plastic. So
I can't see the screen from here. So what are they saying? What's the comments?
Well,
don't go quiet on me.
Well, we're just back now, apparently, because his phone died.
His phone died?
Yep. So it's good to have some power in. So obviously it's connected up. Oh, I forgot about these.
Everybody at the Vintage Bash, everybody who entered got your T-shirt.
Got a T-shirt like this.
The race day T-shirt. They got a sew-on badge.
Yep.
Which is going to be good. I'll give mine straight to Nan.
Yep.
Nan and Simon, they can fight over it.
Stick it over here.
And we got a little sticker sheet.
Yep.
You probably have to go on overhead for that. So we got some antenna flags.
Yep.
And some race day stickers, didn't we?
Yep. And
which is pretty cool.
Here's the badge.
I'm gonna put it to the car.
Stick it on the car. Sew it on.
Why not? And these will be on people's toolboxes. These will be one-time event only. Then people probably won't stick these on the car. These will be on people's toolboxes.
Yeah, probably.
And they go, "Oh, remember that 20 years ago?"
That's right.
It'll be one of those things,
That's
won't
it.
All right.
Okay.
Unless people want to see something in particular,
I can go grab something. I can do.
Well, what's out there?
Oh, there's plenty out there.
Are you going to leave me to my own device?
Yeah.
You go grab
You behave
something.
yourself, right? You behave yourself. I'll be back in.
I promise to keep all my clothes on.
All right.
Oh, what a day. BJ's been an absolute mess. So this one here, this is Craig Bowring's car. So Craig Bowring is a gentleman who used to work at Hearns Hobbies. And he was very successful racing in Australia. I can't remember how many national titles he was. And he bought cars for us to display. He's actually going to come into store and we're going to do some stuff in the studio. And he's going to tell us all about these cars in great depth and detail. Now, these are original sort of really factory cars. Now, this one here is a Team Rossi JRX2. And apart from that, I don't know very much about it. This is a little bit before my time. And it still effectively has 30, 35 years worth of dust all over it. So it is a really cool piece of history right here. And this design somewhat followed through. This has got the 5-link rear end on it, the trailing arm rear link. That went through to the JRX Pro, and then this car evolved into the Pro SE, which was when I started racing in 92, 93. That's when the Pro SE come from. I can see he's got a dirty big hole in the top of the body shell. What was that for?
That's for a transponderage.
That was for a transponder. And this body actually hasn't seen that much work because within a few race meetings, you get these like big helicopter circles.
Because it's rotating around.
It spins around and then it rubs all the paint off.
That's right.
And if you put it on your window, you have a big foggy patch on your window.
Yes.
So Craig Bowring. So he used to work for Hearns.
He did. He worked for Hearns and was a team driver.
He was a team driver.
And
a national champion.
A national champion. And then he moved over to America and started working in the RC industry.
Yeah.
He worked for Twister Motors, hand winding armatures.
Yeah. A lot of the factory
racing a lot over there.
A lot of the factory drivers, like that, would, because the motors were hand wound.
Yes.
So they were physically wound by hand.
That's right.
Now the factory drivers, in order for them to get sponsorship or to get paid a wage from working for the RC company,
Yep.
they would have to actually go to the factory and work.
Yes, that's right.
So, and you were lucky if you became a motor winder, because then you wouldn't have to become a packer,
Yes.
literally putting parts into boxes and sweeping
That's
floors
it,
and
because
that
there was
sort
a
of
bit of
stuff.
skill involved there.
Yeah, and you
Yep.
could develop, and it was quite prestigious, wasn't it, to be a winder?
Yeah, for sure. And you could make any motor you wanted. You experiment with different wires,
Well,
different
for
winds.
yourself, yeah.
Yes.
But obviously, they would have had to produce. You know what I mean? I mean, these were all customer
yes.
motors to sell.
Yes, yes,
And I know that Reedy's drivers as well were always like that.
yes.
So Rory Cull also, he worked for Reedy.
Right.
He was another one that was there. He
Okay.
worked for Reedy, and he became a winder as well.
Wow.
So that's really cool. Imagine that hand winding your motors. That would be really
Wow.
cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, pretty funky.
Why don't they do hand wound brushless motors?
I don't know. They'll be more even. You'd think there'll be a benefit, wouldn't you? Because when you look at some of those stators, some of them are not that even, are they?
Some of the winding though, like the 5 singles that we've got, or the 5 singles, the 5-turn brushless motors that the Dash do, the V3s, it's like made of fencing wire. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know how the machine winds that around the
really
stator
strong,
poles.
Really strong.
But yeah, anyway, I was just waffling on while you weren't here.
So
we're going to
Did you talk about the 5-link rear suspension?
a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
So we're going to get Craig in the studio,
We will.
and he's going to actually talk about the cars properly.
And the full history of each one of these cars, because there's a story behind all of the cars that he's brought in. He's going to be bringing in some more.
So we've got an RC10 out there, is it? And a
We've
Shoei.
got an RC10. So there's an RC10, early RC10 with an early gearbox.
Yep.
With a
6-gear.
a prototype carbon fiber chassis.
Yep.
Because back then they were all pressed aluminium. And there's also a Shoemaker Cat.
Yep.
Which is one of the early production ones too.
Yeah. And this car, I mean, I know it looks grubby, but this actually looks like it's done very little work on the racetrack.
Yes.
You can just tell by the drive shafts and
Well,
stuff.
normally you got a lot of rash in there too on the engine mount, don't you?
Yeah, just from changing the motor and stuff. It looks like it's done really very little work.
Yeah, I'm still surprised at how light it feels.
Yeah, really cool. Maybe he'll even get this one going for the next Vintage Bash.
Yeah, we'll see.
You never know, because there was Lewis Solar did actually have a couple of these. Well, he had one of these definitely going.
Right.
He had a full family of losses dating back to the JRX 2 model.
Right. It's cool, isn't it?
Very, very cool. Quite a historic car. You won't find a metric screw on that car, mate.
No, all Imperial.
All Imperial. Injection molding. Yeah, they've come a long way.
So the story that Craig was telling me about the carbon fiber they were using in the early days, it was all offcuts from the aeronautical industry.
Yeah.
It came out of a factory that made control surfaces for the F-18 Hornet.
Yeah.
So they were just rubbish for one industry.
Rubbish for one industry, but enough to build us the toy car parts that we need.
That's right.
And carbon fiber was ridiculously expensive. Then, like you said, it was only used in aeronautical, space, aeronautical, military applications.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Right.
There you go.
What did you grab? What did you grab?
Pick one of these.
Oh!
What do you think of that?
I think a purist would be rolling over in their grave.
This is a Liberty Walk modified car.
Liberty Walk is a tuning house, isn't it? Just somewhat, all right.
Yes.
Customer house. Really like a coach builder of the modern day custom car.
Yes.
So they will take your standard car, completely redevelop it aesthetically, and performance-wise too, and then it's known as a Liberty Walk car.
That's right.
So Freedom Walk. So they take cars like quite iconic, like the Aventadors and the Galados and real expensive Ferraris. Spend another $1 million on them, then all of a sudden you've got yourself a Liberty Walk.
They do classics too, classic Japanese.
And this is a Yoshima kit.
A Yoshima kit. It is.
Are you going to open it up? Or are we going to
crack
have
it open?
Get in there. Get in that box.
Let's have a look.
It might not be bento, mate, but you can still jump on in. Get in there.
All right, what do we got?
Ooh.
You like that? It's got a lot of bits.
It's got a lot of bits.
All right, so look at the clear parts. They're actually tinted. They're tinted a light blue.
They've done that deliberately.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it?
Well, at least you can see it over the white table.
And then we've got the body in here.
Do you know the best thing about that body?
What's the best thing about this body?
I don't have to paint it.
Well, you know it looks better when you paint it.
Does it, though?
It does.
Have you seen my painting?
It would look much better.
That would be a really nice body to paint red.
How good is it? So this body So they haven't just got a regular body and then added on the extras. It's actually all
it's
all
all
sculpted.
mold
That's
and
right.
sculpted.
Yep.
And
it's specifically Liberty Walk. Okay, so the body there. And then what else we got?
wheels, brakes.
Bag of bits. All right, so you got the
And this is a curbside kit.
Look at the calipers. And then you got all your bumpers and your aprons.
Actually, looks like a really good build. Have you built one of these Aoshima kits?
Not recently, but they do look good. Your front apron, your side skirts. What are these funky things?
They look like body with just panel work around the wing or something.
Yep.
Or could even be the diffuser underneath.
Yep. There's some chrome bits.
Oh, chrome bits.
Your tyres are in there. Super low profile. What else we got there? I think you got a big bag of just chassis bits, yeah, and interior bits. There's your floor pan.
A little bit of stickers.
Looks like you can customize a bit, yeah? Are they chrome?
Now,
Chrome
who
stickers in
makes
there
the
too.
stickers? Are these cardiographs?
No, they wouldn't be cartographed, these ones. These would be Aoshima ones. Look at these chromey bit ones. Look at that.
Oh, that's for the interior detail. That'd be really nice. Window surrounds,
And then you
grills.
got, yeah, that's right, window surrounds. There's water decals there too.
Water slides.
These are self-adhesive. It's quite a lot of finishing stuff here. Lots of options. There's more in the back here too. What's that? That's like carbon fiber, is it?
You can't poke around there, mate.
Oh no. That goes around the windscreen.
Or it could be the dashboard even.
Hmm.
Who knows? Looks like a nice textural finish.
It's cool.
And it actually looks like a really easy kit to build.
Hmm.
But it's a real painter's kit, isn't it?
It is. Well, cars are very much so. It's all about getting the finish right.
Finish, hand finish.
Hand finish, hand polished.
It's the story of my life.
Yep.
Two-piece
What have
wheels.
they done here?
So the brake caliper, to give it that real textural 3D look.
Yep.
And it's got pivoting suspension.
It has, isn't it? It's like you can adjust the height of it and the angle.
Look at the cambered tyres. Obviously,
yeah.
to give it that real stanced look.
Yep.
Which,
Haven't come across that before.
which they're known for. For a Japanese car, the steering wheel's on the wrong side.
Like it's a European car, isn't it? Because in Japan, they don't really care. If you've got a European car with left-hand drive, they just let you drive it.
Really?
Okay. It
Must be hard to overtake.
would be quite confusing, wouldn't it?
Especially if you've ever driven like a car like that. It's impossible to stay out at the best of times, let alone when you're driving on the wrong side of the car. So that is a Aoshima Liberty Walk.
That's it.
And we got a few of these in, didn't we?
We've got quite a few different kinds.
Yeah, lots of different
Yep.
kinds. What was the other one that was really
The
surprising?
Ken and Mary thing.
Ken and Mary.
The Ken Mary modified rotary. Is that the one you were
It
talking about
is.
before?
Is it a rotary? We were
I think
trying
so.
to-
I think so.
It
They've
looks
got
really cool.
other things too.
Yeah.
Like Japanese type things. A lot of early Japanese cars
And
as
the
well.
reason that we get models and products like this is because nobody else has them. It's just to be different.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
No? That's what sets us apart, Beach.
It is.
Got to be different, mate.
And different we are.
Right? I
How's
think
that?
we could. I think we could
Yeah,
lock.
that's
And, I think we could lock and load this one, mate.
Oh, so Clifton here, he said he used to hand wind slot car motors in the 70s.
Really?
Because slot car racing was a precursor to radio control. A lot of those companies moved into radio control, such as Palmer. Who else was there? There's other companies too. It slipped my mind. But they were big in slot cars. There were slot car centers everywhere in the 70s. And then as radio control got big, they moved into it in the 80s. And now, unfortunately, Palmer, I think, is gone now. They used to make Palmer. The bodies was a big thing because they used to make slot car bodies to start with.
And they made 10 scale bodies all the way through, didn't they?
They did. And paint.
And paints. Oh, they did too, didn't they? Palmer,
Fast color.
Fast Color
Mm.
later on.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've had a look at a lot of old stuff.
Yes.
We've talked about a lot of old stuff.
Mhm.
Talked about a ton of new stuff. And yeah, we've done a
Yes.
lot of racing, a lot of events. Another huge one this weekend. And yeah, let's get all over it.
Yep. That's right. Actually, there's one last comment. The
Yep.
Wombat has just reminded me that Tamiya made slot cars. And they did. in the early days.
They made slot cars.
They did. And
'Cause
I
I
didn't
know
realize
they
that.
make that mini four-wheel drive thing. What's that called again?
Oh, that's mini forward drive.
Oh.
Yeah, that runs on a track, right? That's battery powered. But
So
in the
that-
70s, they did have slot cars, and I
Did
saw
they?
them. I saw them in the Tamir headquarters museum. I didn't realize it, and I saw them there. They still have kits of them on display there.
There you
So
go.
if you haven't been to the museum, it's worth a trip to have a look. I've got a feeling that you have to go by appointment now. Like they're not open every day. And when I went there, they were open every day. So yeah, check it out.
We'll just tell them that BJ sent us.
That's right. And then they'll open the door straight away for you.
Good.
Take you away to the police car, get you driven away.
Fantastic.
But it's worth a look.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us today. Please stay in touch on our social media.
Yep.
There'll be lots of content coming out. There was a big horse race on Tuesday.
Yeah, let's slow down things a bit.
What did we do?
We went and drove RC cars.
We went to the local skate bowl.
Extremely.
I don't even know if we're allowed to disclose the location because I'm not sure that we're allowed to be there. But we were there and we had an X-Max belting around.
Dude, that thing flies, doesn't it? As in literally in the air.
So much power. Every time I drive that, and especially like in a confined space, it's like a lion in a rattle can, isn't it? Like
We just squeeze it a little bit and it roars.
and it just launches out the other side of it. And
Squeeze it, goes rah.
and it's like 15 kilos of RC car, like 5 meters in the air.
Yep.
So
Effortless.
we had that, and we had the Octane.
Octane's
Favorite
awesome too.
Octane. How good's the Octane XL?
It's
So
cool.
that was brushed. We had that. We had a lipo in that.
Yep.
And we got some that actually did so well. I was for sure thought we were going to come away with 2 broken cars,
Really drivable, really tough. Good
and
speed.
they didn't. We blew a tire off the X Max, which is a pretty common problem.
Yes.
And to be honest, I haven't really glued the tires on that last couple of outings.
Probably didn't help that we were trying to flip it over just by powering it up. And
Yeah, well, there were certain people that were trying to really flip it back on its wheels, weren't they? With the tires this big. So luckily, they just literally tears the glue off the wheels.
Mm.
And the Octane was still going strong at the end of the day. We ran out of batteries, 4 batteries.
Yes.
It would not give up.
Awesome.
So keep an eye out for that footage. Anything you want to see on next week's show, let us know. Let's see if I can allegedly do some roving reporting and get some clips on
That's
the
it.
biggest on-road event in Australia this year.
That's right. This weekend. So
Yeah.
if you're there, make sure you pop by, have a look. It'll be eye-opening. And then if you've got time, try and seek out this guy. He'll be there.
And even if it's a race, guys, if you don't know me personally, come over to the tent, say hi.
Hmm.
I would definitely fix you up with a BD11 and send you on your way to the podium.
That's the way.
Fantastic, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching episode 128.
Yep.
I look forward to episode 129.
That's right. Only a week away. So I'll see you then. In the meantime, check out our videos on YouTube. All right. I'll see you guys later.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.